I told you we'd be doing these planters and that we're going to add some WoodUBend. Holly Betty also finds my words for me because they're not that great. So I've primed inside here, and I'm going to prime and paint this so that we get it ready for the decoupage paper that I picked out, and it's a beautiful blue with flowers. We haven't used that yet. And then we're going to use some WoodUBend. And make it look pretty. Hello, Lynn. How are you? Thank you for sprinkling, for sharing and sprinkling. Lynn, can you? I almost messaged you on Messenger yesterday, but I couldn't remember if you use it or not. Can you just send me a message and let me know where you want the information sent to? And I hope you're feeling better. Holly, you can go to my Etsy website, and Betty, I think, will place it. Just pick out what you need and let me know. I love WoodUBend, and I was one of their first retailers in the United States. Oh, thank you for the stars. Thank you, Lynn. So how is everyone doing? Any plans for the weekend? Yay, it's Friday. Well, it was yay until, guess what Camille did? And for those of you who don't know who Camille is, he's my husband. Thank you, Betty. Oh, thank you, Laura. Hazel, thank you for the stars. I found out last night there must be something wrong with me. He says he told me, but I don't recall. He's going to Seattle and he's leaving me for a week. And then he comes back, and the next day he's going golfing for the weekend. So I wasn't too thrilled about that. I've gotten so used to him being home that, oh, thank you, Laura. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I would have remembered. I'm pretty sure I would have remembered if he told me he was going away, Laura. I think it's the guys that tell you, because they forgot to tell you, yeah, I know. Oh, Marie, hello. How are you, my friend? We've missed you. We've missed you a lot. I am going to get, this was the primer, and this kind of wood has been not that great. Let me just find an empty container that I can use to put the paint on. Yeah, for WoodUBend. Oh, Holly, you're so funny. Oh, you're a stockist too for WoodUBend? Oh, you don't want my WoodUBend. Your own WoodUBend. I see. Yeah, you should place an order soon. Okay, so now I've primed. I'm just going to paint because I can still see a lot of darkness. Do you have Marie Holly is her husband. She and her husband are WoodUBend retailers in Bulgaria. This is Anita's white, just regular white craft paint. But the primer was lipstick. I don't know why I used lipstick, but it was right in front of me, so I did. I am just going to dry this. And Betty, sorry, you'll have to forgive me. You're going to ask me 1,000,001 questions because I keep forgetting to give all the information. And for those new, but I don't see anyone new, my name is Rima Bechara. I am with, I own Walls and More by Mimi. Oh, no problem. Hi, Donna, no problem. I'm a WoodUBend retailer, I'm a foils retailer, and I am a paint art retailer, or will be, as of, what day is, as of the 6th or the 7th, I can't remember. Yeah, Michael's, Donna. I got these with the stand from Michael's. And I'm just going to paint this quickly and leave it to dry whilst I do the next spot. And I'm going to add the decoupage paper, which I think you'll like, before I add the WoodUBend. So my table's too small. Let me just put this on here and leave it to dry. Oh my God, $75 shipping? That's not from me, Donna. What stencil are you getting? How much is the stencil? Michael's had these for 50% off this, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. No, maybe longer. So let me just finish painting the second part. What? Wow. That's horrendous. Where are they shipping from? Timbuktu? Although I know shipping has gone up and is not as reliable as it used to be, but that seems a little bit high for me. And once we've painted this, the only thing left to paint is the stand. I did one stand already, and I'll do the other one off live. Oh wow, that's, I mean, I ship first class, and it's never, I've never ever seen $75, Donna. I've never seen $50 unless the package is really, really big. But even then, it is nuts. Yeah, absolutely, find someone closer. Okay, so now these are done. Let me just move that out of the way. Touch up. I'm just going to get my, oh, sorry, my, yeah, no, that seems incredibly high. I sell on Etsy and I have my own website, and I've, yeah, but still, how rural can you be? So they make you pay for being rural. I'm just going to clean my hands because I don't want any of it on my decoupage paper. Yeah, I don't think it matters. I mean, there are some areas like Mississippi is more expensive than Florida for me to ship. There's another place, I think, where does Gwendolyn live? I forgot. It's expensive to ship to her, but most other places are kind of normal. Okay, so this is the paper that I'm choosing. It's got 2 sections. And I kind of like, which side do you like best? Thank you for the hearts. These are Posh Chalk papers, the deluxe. And I kind of like this one for one. So what do you think? Let me know. Well, we're going to use both, actually, so I shouldn't say that. Let me just cut it. And of course, I can't find my scissors, which I had because I remember cutting something. Oh. Let me just get my scissors. I'm not usually, well, no, that's not true. I am usually a bit scatterbrained. Where are all my scissors? I had a whole bunch of them. This is not okay. Let me just grab some from my husband's room. I always seem to forget one thing. I don't know why. So I'm going to cut this and we'll start with the pretty one. Let's make sure both are dry. I don't think both are going to fit, but we'll see. Oh, I can use one of them for both, actually. Even if I use it. You know what? I'm going to cut it in two because I can use both. Yeah, Indiana. Indiana is expensive. Yeah, you like the blue. Yes, I know you like the blue. You always like the blue, Betty. So let me just cut this like this. So that way they'll be identical. Okay, so we'll use one and save the other. And I'm going to use the WoodUBend, well, the Infusor by Posh Chalk, not the WoodUBend. So let me get a brush where I can brush it on. And you don't need too much. I put too much on. The one thing I didn't like about these pots is even though I did sand them, the grain of the wood is still very, very rough. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Is Gwen on? Because usually she's very quiet. The Infusor was created to mix with the Posh Chalk pigments. And it's, instead of using any top coat, you can use the pigment, and it stops it from tarnishing if you use the pigments. But you can also use it as a decoupage medium. Oops. It's not, it's usually, holly comes in, let me see the container. It usually comes in a container like this, but I pour it into this bottle because it's so much easier for me to apply. And I know that this shape is not totally, oh, you haven't, oh, the pigments you will love. You will absolutely love the pigments. Let me just put some more here. And I'm just going to cut this here at an angle because it's not perfectly straight. Well, the planter is not perfectly straight. I could have cut it up into 4 pieces, but I chose not to. And there will be a small overlap. Because the sides of the pot are not, yes, you should. Do you have a local distributor? Oh, well, there we go, Rima. I messed up. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Betty. It isn't. But I cut it a bit too short here. Don't do what I just did. Please don't. I'll try and get the other one done more properly. But we're going to patch it up. And you can remove the, with the infuser, you can move the paper around. So see how I've messed up here? Well, not messed up, but I cut it wrong. Well, I'm just going to trim a little bit of this. And I don't think anyone is going to be any the wiser. And if they are, well, then I've messed up. And before I start putting WoodUBend on the top, I'm just going to dry it a little bit. Exactly. No, I couldn't, Betty. I'm thinking of turning the edges. Good luck, Donna. Betty, Amber hasn't sent me her email address. Do you happen to have it by any chance? Okay, great, thanks. And then, where's my little, I'm looking for my, I need a bigger desk. Remember when you're doing your decoupage, you do it straight down. I might put some gold on the edge with the pigments. almost done with one. Let's start with the other one. This one I need to trim as well, the edges. But the WoodUBend is going on top of this, so I'm not that worried. Thank you, Betty. Oops. I was going to do the flexible, I was going to do the, you know, the paint, the puffing paint, the metallic paste. But I was worried that it would not fit here. When it puffs up on all sides, I was worried there'd be a problem there. So let me remove this. Okay. I might paint this gold and just do a trim of gold here. But we'll see what color we're going to paint the, we're going to put the WoodUBend on now. Actually, no, let's do this one. That way I'd be done with all of them. And let me just cut this a little bit straighter. I do like the colors of this paper. I know it won't stay straight, but okay. So again, with the infuser, I've got too much on, so I'm spreading it out. And it's okay if it's if there's white up here, because we're going to be adding the WoodUBend there. Yeah, that paper reminds me of an Asian flower for some reason. It's a blue background, I think. Yes, it does. And that's just half the paper. The other half is this color, just the plain blue, which I really like as well. It's very neutral. So again, I'm going to pour some more. No, that's not going to work. The first one worked without a problem. Now I'm getting a problem with this one. It doesn't want to fit. I just want to make sure that there are no wrinkles, but wonder what I did differently with this one. But it's coming at an angle. Oh, you're right. You are absolutely right. I can't remove it now. Can I? Yeah, I'm going to try. Now it's tearing here. Okay, let's see. We're going to have another patch here. Bye, Hazel. Have a great weekend. I can't remove it all the way, Betty. It was starting to tear. Let me see if I can do this. Well, I'm just showing you what not to do. How's that? It's going to have to be patched up. That's just a small area. Oh well, it happens to me all the time. Yeah, that's true. I could do that. I could absolutely do that. So I'm applying some more Infusor. Even applying slits, I can't do it. Yeah, the pattern is going to be off, but nobody's going to be looking down there. And if they are, it's handmade. Oh well. I did it again. I did it again. Oh, look at that. I could do this, Betty. Okay, that's what we're going to do. and just cut it straight. Yep, that's what we'll do. Just want to make sure that this seam has is attached. Okay, I think we're almost there. I'm just going to leave this to dry. And then I'll cut it off because I just want it to dry. So let me put this away, and this. And this is what I thought we would use for the trim. It's sleeves. So it works with everything. Oops! What did I tell you? 1 second. My pot fell, but it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to bring this over, and I brought different WoodUBends, but the thickest, I need a thicker one so that it would stop from going through this. Yeah, I do, don't I? And as big as I make my workspace, I need a bigger yet. So I'm just going to heat up the WoodUBend. Oh, welcome, Vera. Thank you for the stars. Thank you, Betty. So I brought different ones. This was a broken WoodUBend, and another one. That's how I got them. But I didn't like them. So I'm using these new ones. Not new, but these fresh ones. Yeah, I hope so. Thank you for the for the hearts. Did I just... needs a little bit more. This is a thick one, so it needs more heat. So let me see if that's, well, yeah, I am. I'm just stretching it out to make sure I have enough, Betty. And I'm going to cut it a little bit bigger than I need. Okay. Now, what color? I'm tempted to do one of the reds. One of the red pigments. What do you guys think? Let me show you what I mean. There are two reds in the pigments. And let me show you, we go back to our color chart, which is my favorite thing. And the two reds are right here, red magenta or red carmine. So using this, what color do you think would work best? Do you think red carmine or red magenta? I'm tempted to do carmine. Okay, nobody is going to tell me red carmine. Okay, red carmine it is. That's what we shall do. Let me just pull it out. Red magenta, red carmine. I want to move this and this and mix the red carmine here. So this is our red carmine. Let me put this away. So you measure out as much as you want. Yeah, the carmine does pop more, you're absolutely right. And then let's add the infuser and mix. I'm probably going to need to add more infuser. Let me add a little bit more. Yes, she does. She does. I checked it out. Holly, yes. Good thinking. I still need to add more. Holly, put your your Facebook page on here. Okay, so let's start with this. I just don't want to paint over my towel. So let's try this. I might need to mix some more as well. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Betty, for reminding me. That color is really pretty. And I just want to put it against this. Look at it. Oh, you're welcome. It's not the pigments, unless they're gold or silver or copper, aren't ones that we've been using a lot lately. So it's nice to be able to use different colors. Thank you, Laura. And we'll just dry it, apply, WoodUBend, it is a pretty color, isn't it? I love that color. Just want to make sure I get all of it. I'm just going to dry it a little bit because I need a place to hold it. Yeah, maybe that's what I should do. It does match my nail polish, actually. You're very right, Laura. Oh, you're welcome, Holly. Just a little bit more. And then the other thing I was thinking of doing was, I was going to do this gold, but I think I want to do this red as well. So I'm just going to carry it around. And you can see it sparkle and shimmer. Don't know if it needs a second coat at this point. You put that over there. Dry this, and then we'll start attaching. Thank you, Betty. Thanks for the hearts, everyone. Okay, it's dry. This is not dry yet, so let me just dry this quickly. Hello, Leona. How are you? Thank you for that, Leona. Okay, I think it's dry. Let me just get my WoodUBend, not my WoodUBend, my Titebond. And let's get some glue. And paintbrush. You can use, remember, any good wood glue. It does not have to be Titebond, but that's the glue that I like to use because it's it grips fast and let me just warm this up and holds on well. So let's just heat this up again. I'm going to bring this over. I should have coiled it back, but I didn't. I don't want to melt my plastic. Okay, let's start with that. And if glue seeps out, that's fine. I'm going to do a Mikhail. And Laura will know what that is, and that's use my fingers. And let's start. Putting this down. My hands are really a mess. Oh yeah, I'm a hands-on person. I'm very much a hands-on person. I just want to make sure I don't break it, but if I break it, it's not a problem either. Because WoodUBend is easy to fix. And if you happen to mess up like I did, yeah, it does look nice with the paper. I kind of like that very much. I'm going to go over it with another color, but I don't know what. Not yet. So I'm just wiping off the excess glue, but there's no harm in keeping it either. Okay. And let's heat this up. Thank you for the hearts. So remember, you need to hold it until it cools down. And not burn yourself. I'm just going to hold this. And whilst I'm holding it, oops! Nobody saw that, right? Good. Oh, I'm off camera. Okay, let's hold that. No, I'm glad you didn't, Betty. I just realized I was off camera. The glue splattered my clothes. I really like this, and it's a very underused paper. It's very soft. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I think I really like this. We'll clean it up in a bit. Let me find my knife. Okay, it's right here. And we're going to cut right through. Let me just warm this up. The two reds look a little bit different, and I might paint the inside. Maybe I shouldn't have painted the inside red. Let me just see. Yeah, the colors are nice, aren't they? Thank you, Leona. I'm going to go over it. I'm thinking, well, not green. The only color I really think would go great is gold, because the base is going to be the one I started painting white. I'm just stretching this a little bit. Let me just add a little bit more here. Yeah. Gold highlights, and the stand should be gold as well. I'm just going to move, well, I can do that later. But with now the object is not to have it slip through, and it certainly doesn't slip through. I think I will add gold highlights here, And this, I painted this white, but I'm not sure, it wasn't going to stay white. It was going to be, I just primed it actually. So I think I'll go over it with gold. Now, which gold would you think goes best? Give me ideas. Oh, you can't see? Let me just throw this out. I'm thinking the Byzantine, let me check. Because this one has pretty highlights in there. So let's see. Not this one. We got pink. What did I do with my paper? Oh, there's the gold. I'm thinking pale. No. It's got more of a yellow. Or lemon. Pale gold. Yeah, I kind of like the pale gold. Dry brush white. Yeah, I could do that. And then put gold, you think? I don't know, the white is kind of, it doesn't make it rich. I want it rich. Let me see if I dry brush some of this. Just give me a second. I'll just try it out. And if it doesn't work, I can always, it's only paint. Okay, let's move this. Yeah, the stand is going to be gold. Betty. That's a bit too much. No, I don't want to leave the stand white, but it's nice to see the different looks you can get. And if I put this on white, I don't think I like that. I think gold. I think I'll do it lemon gold. Yeah, I think I'll do lemon gold. Yeah, French country cottage is not, unfortunately, me. Let's see. I'm going to turn you up. Well, I was hoping we'd be able to finish both, but I'm your slow coach, as usual. Yeah, I'm not sure I like the white. I think I prefer to do gold. I'll do it over this weekend and post pictures. I want to thank you so much